Hello, welcome back to Lena My Name, Luna the Moon, Lena Luna's channel. Today this reading we are reading for Luna as well. Cool, right? But yeah, today we're reading for Luna, and she's asking about this guy who left her. So this card is asking about why this guy left her. Second card is about what does he think of her now. And the third card is about like the general vibe or like final advice for this situation. Let me kind of center this. I hope this is center. I don't know. Okay. But anyways, let me just disclaim once again that I am not a professional reader, and I'm trying my best. So please just take what resonates and leave the rest. And I hope you are kind and enjoy the reading. And it is suggested that this reading is taken as a podcast kind of video, so you can just listen instead, because there is really nothing much to watch. But feel free to just look at it sometimes when you feel like you should look at the cards. But yeah, okay, so let's jump into the reading. So the first question: why did the guy left Luna? The Empress card. Okay, that's interesting. So first off, this is a major arcana card, and it usually talks about like life-changing events. And this person looks very like luxurious and things like that. So they probably have something, like just like a vibe that I'm getting from this card. It's just they probably have something going on in their life that they need to deal with before they can like manage a relationship, or there's something bigger for him to like. It might even be like money related, because this person does look very luxurious. So I know it's cringy to think of, but somehow like what popped up is like arranged marriage and things like that. I don't know, like maybe it's just something that pops up, maybe that's relevant, I don't know. It's up to you to like see if that's related. Also yeah, let's take a look at these colors. It's very like aurora-y, like it's very dreamlike. So maybe he is off to pursue his dreams. So maybe for him, he thinks that it's not the time for like things like lovey-dovey things yet, or like relationship is not as important yet. Like I forgot what that actual phrase is, but in Chinese there's this thing that's just basically saying that like relationship is something that's very trivial, and like actual business smart big people, they won't really view it as important things. So that's what might be the case, because it is talking about life-changing events, and career wise these kind of things are kind of an aspect of it. Like, oh, I have to yeet away my feelings for me to pursue my dreams and things like that. Yeah, so there's this, and then let's take a look at the divinatory meaning. So the Empress, and the In the archetypal journey, the Empress represents the teaching of the Fool's culture in terms of home and family values and expectations. These lessons form the first template for intimate and trusting relationships. Of course, in our imperfect world, this can also mean passing down family dysfunctions. The range of nurturing behaviors can run from one extreme of neglect to another extreme of smothering or controlling. In a broader sense, the Empress is Mother Earth, with all its abundant life as well with its necessary death. The cycle of life makes room for all events, both happy and tragic. All experiences have values and add to the richness of life. The divinatory meaning is prosperity and the fullness of life abound. There's a lot of hard words here, but okay. There is enough, and possibly more than enough, which can be blessing or burdens, as anyone who has tried to declutter or lose weight knows. Abundance requires attention, nurturing, and love if it is going to continue to thrive. Advice is to recognize your values and give them your time, attention, and energy. Put your focus on what you want to increase in your life. Pay attention to boundaries because nothing can grow well if it's overcrowded. It's not reversed, so we can ignore that. But yeah, like what jumps out is that it talks about like the passing of family traditions, kind of. And why is it telling me that the possibility of arranged marriage is possible? Or maybe like family status may play a part in this, him leaving you, maybe. But yeah, like family or family status definitely plays a part. And let's take a look of what he thinks of you now. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of Wands, right? I cannot count. I am sorry. Let's double check. It is 7 of Wands. Okay, amazing. Okay, so it is 7 of Wands, and let's see. So the number 7 talks about reflection or assessments, and Wands talks about will, passion, drive, project, and career. And it's a fire card, so maybe the person involved is an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or they have the characteristic of being hot, dry, or ardent. And okay, so since it is a card about will, passion, drive, project, career, maybe it's about family business, because I do have a strong vibe about family. So family business, maybe that's something that's relevant. And also there's reflection and assessments. So I would think that he was reflecting about whether like the weighing of what's more important for him, like family, business, or whatever that thing is, and a relationship, and like the result of that resulted into like him leaving you. But then also what jumps out to me about the visual element is that like there's a lot of like wands right at the top of this, because it's reversed. It looks like it's a lot of people pressuring him, and like since it's reversed, it looks like this is the sea and he's upside down, and it's just like he is submerged in water. So he's being placed on all these pressure that he can barely even fend for himself, because like he does have a wand, but like putting this against like all these 6 wands, it's so hard to go against, because there's only one you and there's 6 of others, and or even more, and he's just there submerged into water because he's being pressured all these much. So that's just like the vibe that it's giving, is like he's being pressured like a lot, and then he is kind of powerless in this situation. Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. And also there's this part where if you look at this, it's just like a very nice picture. So maybe like from the service, it looks very peaceful and like everything's fine, but it's actually more than that, and this is so much more complex than it actually is. I'm sorry, that's my air purifier. Let me turn that off. It's going to be noisy. Yeah, and let's go into the definitory meaning of this card. Defense. Some things are worth protecting. In this situation, something is worth standing up for yourself. An idea, someone else. Whatever is being attacked deserves someone to watch its back. First of all, because the thing has worth. Second, because it is not a fair fight. The attack is either coming from several fronts or as a combined effort. Standing alone for what is right isn't easy, but it is better than the alternative. The advice is to know what is right in this case and have the courage to take a stand. The reverse means overreacting, being easily offended, picking a fight, or defending the wrong thing. So what this makes me think of is that, like, he may not necessarily be the person that wants to end the relationship, but like he fought for the wrong thing because of all these pressure and things like that. So I feel like he might still have feelings for you, or he didn't necessarily want to end the relationship. So what I would say is that maybe you should talk to him about it and ask him about why he ended this relationship, for like, even if these are not right, but just like for the peace of your mind, just like for clarification. Okay, lastly, ending with this, exactly what I said. Be bold and make the first move. Like, ask him about it. Like, just now, it was talking about, like, fighting alone and things like that without having someone to back you up. If you talk to him and if it's actually about something like fighting against people or family, things like that, if he truly wants to fight back, you are there for him. Tell him that. Like, you are there for him. You support him no matter what. And just, like, you guys can go through everything together. So be bold and make the first move. Okay, let's look at the definition of cardinal moon. Cardinal moon. This is, I've never seen this. Cardinal moon. Now is the time to be bold, bossy even. Take matters in your own hand. Cardinal signs are powerful and self-starting. They are determined and great at organizing. Drawing this card strongly suggests that you're going to need to be all those things to get your ideal resolution or position in the situation you're asking about. This card may challenge you on how strongly you really want something if you're worrying about a situation. If you're worrying about a situation. It is a suggestion to be less passive, instead take an assertive stance as you steer events where you want them to go. Speak up for what you want. If you're serious about sorting things out, you may need to take the lead in some way, to step up as a leader. Attuned to the moon is that I am taking charge of my destiny. Additional meaning for this card is that be bold and follow your heart and your emotions. Avoid recklessness or moving too fast. Come into your power. The time for action is now. Ask Ganesha, the Hindu elephant god, for help. In astrology, there are 3 quadruplicities. Yes, that's the word. Cardinal, fixed, and mutable. The cardinal signs are Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. Remember, we each have all 12 signs in our chart for different parts of our life. It's just the way that the astrology wheel works. These are the signs that likes to get things started and which are the natural leaders. No matter when you draw this card, it's a sign that something new is starting and you, quite possibly, need to take the lead on it. Yeah, that's it. And that's the end of the reading. I hope that it makes sense. I hope it resonates, and I hope that you liked it. Please communicate with me about what you think. Consider commenting, liking, and subscribing. Also, share my channel if you think that your friends also would be interested. But yeah, overall, thank you so much for letting me read for you. I hope to be able to read for you in the future, or just see you in the future. Bye bye.